Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase.
What up? It's your boy Junior. I'm out here again. Basically, I just came to drop an actual blog. I dropped some spoken word earlier. And right now, I just want to shout out my fam. Fucking Chris. Go follow him at your boy Cino. Twitter's right here. And honestly, he just hit me with one of the most serious questions I could ever think of. It was mind boggling. Do girls cheat more than guys? Or do guys cheat more than girls? Let's get into it.
Oh Lord, don't let me cheat on my girlfriend.
Okay, so now that we're here, I just want to explain to you that trust, honesty is the best quality, the best policy. It should always happen. Like, even if you feel that this may hurt the person, I personally think it may be better to tell them, knowing that if they were to find out later, it's going to be a lot worse situation for you. So, I think this is where this whole cheating aspect comes into play because if you're not honest with one person or if you're honest with one person and they get upset, you argue and you bicker, it goes back and forth, and it just seems like you're not getting anywhere. So once you feel like that, it's I wouldn't say it's easy, but I wouldn't say it's hard either for you just to go out, you know what I mean, try to clear the air or clear your head, just free your mind and see somebody who's just like, ah, like they make you feel a specific way. Like this is where this whole thing starts. That's where it stems from. Like a guy may see a girl and say, damn. That's all he can say when he sees this girl. Or a girl may see another guy and be like, he fine. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. But when it comes down to it, if you're gonna look at somebody and say, oh, he's a nice looking guy, that's fine. But when it comes to fighting and arguing and bickering and it goes back and forth and you start to take numbers and you start talking to other people and now it's a texting thing and then later on the social media gets involved where you're Facebook messaging her or she's DMing you on Twitter, like this is where things start to get a little iffy. That's when girls may say, hey, can I have the password to your Facebook? And if the guy says, nah, I'm not even about that lifestyle, then she's gonna feel he has something to hide. Where he's gonna be like, oh, she doesn't need to know everything about me. But it's better to put yourself out there and let her know exactly everything that is on your plate, better than to have things in the fridge per se. So, like when it comes to girls though, you gotta understand that we're two different type of people. Like men are focused on, oh yeah, this girl's sweet. I want to marry her. I want to make love to her. I want to kiss her. Stuff like that. Whereas girls analyze it different. They're gonna look at a guy and say, hey, he seems like a really nice guy. I want to get to know him better. He looks like, he would be a nice guy to hang out with, someone I would be able to talk to. And this is why they get to know you. This is how relationships start. But the main thing right now is the cheating aspect. Like, as soon as arguments break out or you start talking to that other person and it becomes more and more of an issue, is when all the cheating starts happening. because you may start talking to that person for a short period of time to a long period of time. It could be 20 minutes to 20 days, or you know what I mean, stuff like that, where you can't really control it per se. You can't control the way that you feel about another human being, but at the same time, you can control the way you act towards it. You cannot say, "Oh, well, you know, I couldn't control myself from jumping on her." Yeah, you could have. You could control that. You can control the way you act. You can't control the way you feel. But hey, 50 to 60% of women are cheaters. And even more than that, 70% of men are cheating as well. Most of, like, at least 17% of divorces are based on men and women cheating, or breakups. About 28, 29, 30% of breakups alone are about cheating, because girls may say, "Oh, well, you know, you got pissed off at me that night and you decided to leave, so I called so and so." This is when a guy gets upset. Or the guy may say, "Well, what the hell, you weren't giving me none, so you know what I mean, I decided to cut. I went over, chilled with my brethren, and there just happened to be a girl over there." That's when the girl gets upset. You gotta understand that there's a balance. Both guys and girls have feelings, so therefore you can't say, "Oh, well, I don't really care." Or a girl can't say, "Oh, it doesn't matter to me," because it actually does. When it comes down to people's feelings, you have to take them into consideration, and if you don't, that's when issues arise. But hey, I'm just me. I ain't shit yet, but I'm gone. Keep it 100 at all times. Remember, subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitter. Shout out my fam Chris. Your boy C-Note. Here's his Twitter here again. Gone.